Hello, I am Adam Atamian, Code Compliance Manager for the City of San Clemente. The mission of the Code Compliance Division is to ensure a safe and healthy environment for our residents, business workforce, and visitors by ensuring compliance with the San Clemente municipal codes related to planning and zoning, business licenses and other city-issued permits, nuisances, environmental regulations, and construction codes. In achieving this mission, the Code Compliance Division contributes to the long-term economic stability of the city, which results in a vibrant, balanced community that is capable of addressing tomorrow's issues and taking care of today's needs. This is done through both proactive and reactive enforcement operations. The bulk of the Code Compliance Division's work is primarily related to investigating allegations of municipal code violations and taking whatever action is necessary to obtain compliance. The policy of the division is to obtain compliance voluntarily whenever possible, not to be punitive. As a result, the primary purpose of code enforcement is to ensure the fulfillment of the city's vision. The code enforcement process is typically initiated after a member of the public submits a complaint. Some of the most common violations investigated by code compliance include unlicensed businesses, unpermitted construction, short-term lodging, substandard housing situations, illegal use of residential property, RVs parking on private property, commercial signs and banners, hoarding nuisances, boarding houses, illegal dumping, unpermitted camping, weeds on private property, unpermitted residential units, and inoperable vehicles. Complaints can be filed online through the city's website at www.san-clemente.org or by calling the Code Compliance Hotline at 949-366-4705. All complaints are routed through our online portal, so it is highly encouraged for the public to submit complaints online. Submitting a complaint starts on the city's homepage by clicking the button on the right side of the screen that says Code Compliance and Service Requests. If the issue you would like to report is something similar to the list provided under Click here to report code violations, then click that button. Under Issue Details, select the issue type and provide a general description of the municipal code violation you would like to submit a complaint about. After that, enter all or part of the address where the violation is occurring. Finally, you are encouraged to submit your contact information in order for staff from the Code Compliance Division to contact you for more information or to provide updates when possible. However, while the city does keep a complainant's information confidential, the division does also accept anonymous complaints. Please note, if you file a complaint anonymously, there is a chance the division may not be able to verify or take action to correct the issue. The lack of pertinent information related to anonymous complaints can bring forth limitations which may hinder the investigation and may render staff's ability to properly investigate the complaint. When the complaint information is complete and submitted, a new screen will acknowledge receipt of the complaint into our system and provide a number for your records. This complaint record is then transmitted to Code Compliance staff. If the complaint describes a violation of the municipal code, a case is created and a Code Compliance officer is assigned to investigate the alleged violation. Based on a number of factors, such as seriousness of the violation, type of violation, etc., the Code Compliance Division may issue a notice of correction. If corrective action is not completed at the expiration of the correction notice period, the city may issue an administrative citation or use other abatement procedures specified in the municipal code. The success of the Code Compliance program depends in large part upon each citizen acting as a good neighbor. The impact of the division goes beyond neighborhood preservation. Our work also supports the efforts of public safety personnel in the city. The philosophy of code enforcement is often limited to the broken windows theory developed by James Q. Wilson and George Kelling. Their thesis suggests that if evidence of decay, such as cluttered properties, unkempt yards, inoperable vehicles, and deteriorated building exteriors, remain in the neighborhood for unreasonable periods of time, then people who live and work in the area will begin to feel more vulnerable and begin to withdraw or move away. Neighbors then become less willing to intervene to maintain public order or to address physical signs of deterioration. Finally, quality of life issues will arise and property values will fall. However, beyond the visual blight of unaddressed property, there are significant and immediate threats to the public health and safety which are also addressed by code compliance, but which are not addressed by police or fire services, and, if they were, would cost substantially more. Examples of some of these types of violations include illegal construction and building permit violations, boarding houses and non-compliant recovery facilities, hoarding, and illegal businesses, both commercial and residential. Code compliance also supports police and fire services by ensuring that properties maintain compliance with the municipal code and any city-issued permits, such as short-term lodging units, bars and nightclubs, and at special events, all in an effort to reduce the likelihood of calls for service. In addition to responding to complaints, the Code Compliance Division is proactive in multiple ways. In addition to overseeing the city's weed abatement program, there are other proactive measures taken to address other common and heavily complained about property maintenance issues. However, our proactive work is more than simply driving around looking for violations. Much of our proactive work involves educating the public and businesses and reviewing project applications to identify ways to reduce future complaints and noncompliance. In closing, I'd like to say thank you for joining me today, and for more information about code compliance or to file a complaint, please visit the city's website. I look forward to seeing you around town.